Hi friends, this is Selvijay here. Welcome to my networking channel. Hope all are doing good. And today the topic I'm going to discuss about VRRP preemption scenario. So what is VRRP? VRRP is a virtual router redundancy protocol which is a standard base. So HSRP it is a Cisco proprietary. So HSRP primary we elected as an active and the secondary is elected as a standby. But in case of VRRP, the primary is elected as a master and the secondary is elected as a backup router. So this is an architecture where I connected ESW1, ESW2. So primary is a master 10.2. So this I configure with the highest priority. So always a router is elected with the router with the highest priority will be elected as a master. So this is elected as a backup. So this IP is 10.2 and 10.3. So these are the outgoing interfaces. So I connected a router R1, right? So this is a normal switch ESW3. So here this I not configure any VRRP. So this IP is 10.6 and to this switch I connected two different clients 10.4 and 10.5. So all these switches I configured in VLAN 10, right? So this is the architecture. So today let us see what is the VRRP preemption. So what is the preemption? So when the primary goes down, standby will take over the active role. So in this case, when the master goes down, the backup will take over the active role. So after some time, if the master comes up, so this should restore the active role again. So it should restore the master role again. So that is the purpose of preemption. So when the primary goes down, backup will take over the active role. After some time, the master router comes up. So this will take over the active role. So that is the purpose of VRRP preemption. So how it differs from HSRP? So in case of HSRP, what it does, when the primary goes down, the standby will take over the active role. But after some time, the primary comes up, it should take over the active role. In case of HSRP preemption, we have to manually define the preemption feature. But in case of VRRP, there is no need to define the VRRP preemption. Why? Because so this is by default, it will preemption is enabled on master and the backup router. So let us go to the corresponding architecture. So ESW1, let us go to here, show run interface VLAN 10, right? So this I configured as VLAN 10 primary 10.2 and this is the VIP IP, virtual IP. So this is elected as a master. So this I have not configured any preemption feature. But in case of HSRP, I have to manually define the preemption feature. So standby 10 preempt I have to configure. So this preemption feature is by default it is enabled on all the VRRP routers. So in that case, I should not configure any preemption feature. So let us go to the secondary router. Show run interface VLAN 10. So this I will not configure any priority. So it will take the default priority, right? So this will be elected as a backup router. Show VRRP brief. So these are the commands you have to keep it in mind. Show VRRP brief, or we can go ESW1 show VRRP. If you can also check by show VRRP. So it is showing as master and the priority is 200. So I already told. So by default, the preemption feature is enabled. So you are able to see preemption is enabled by default. I have not configured any preemption value here. So let us go to ESW2 show VRRP. So here also preemption enabled. So that it will take the default priority 100. So this is selected as a backup router, right? So VRRP brief. So this is selected as a backup router. And the third thing is ESW3. Let us go to ESW3. So all these routers for communication, I configure the EHRP routing protocol. So show run interface VLAN 10. So this I have not configured any corresponding VRRP. So I configured the VLAN gateway 10.6. So this IP I was saying. So these are the two PC1 and PC2. So both I configure in VLAN 10. Let us see. 192.168. So let us ping from PC2 to PC1. So 192.168.10.4. I am able to reach, right? So let us also check from PC1 to PC2. So I'm able to ping from PC1 to PC2. So the communication is fine. So this 1.2 and 2.2 also let us check it out. So let us go to ESW1. Let us go to the corresponding PC1, right? PC1 and let us ping the IP 192.168.1.1. So I'm not able to ping it. So in that case, what I can do is I can do another thing. So let us do the clear MAC address. Sometimes we can do this. So in a real-time environment is not really mandatory. So if it is a MAC address table issue, so you can just clear the MAC address table static thing. So now let us check it out. So ping 192.168.1.1. So see, I'm able to reach, right? PC2 and PC1. So this 1.1 is nothing but the outgoing interface, 1.1 and 1.2. So now let us see how the traffic flows. So now it will always the traffic will flow via master, right? So now let us see, go to PC1. So let us go to PC1 and let us do a trace 192.168.1.2 minus P6. So it is going via master, right? So I'm going to shut down this master. Automatically the backup will take over the active role. So I want to show the preemption feature. Let us go to ESW1. So now the primary is going via master, that is 10.2. So let us check from PC2 also. So do a trace to 192.168.1.2 minus P6. So it is both the PC1 and PC2 is taking the master, right? ESW1. So I'm going to shut down. It should take this path. Let us go to ESW1. I want to show the preemption feature. Interface VLAN 10 primary. Let us shut down this. So now immediately what happened? This will go to init stage and automatically backup will take over the active role. So now I'm going to do the trace. Same trace we'll do. So you're able to see, right? So now what happened? Backup take over the active role. So that's the reason trace is going via 10.3. So it differs, right? So let us go to PC1 and let us see. So it is going via 10.3 backup. So now still the preemption feature is enabled. I'm going to activate this again. Automatically this will take over the active role. So that is the purpose of preemption. So now let us see. Go to show. ESW2 show standby. Sorry, not standby. So VRRP brief. So this is the master role, right? So this is acted as a master. So I'm going to reactivate this again master. So automatically the master will restore the active roles. Let us go to ESW1. So that is the benefit of preemption. Interface VLAN 10. Let us do a no shut. So immediately what happens? See, you are able to see, right? Immediately it will go to master state. That is the purpose of preemption. So let us see. Show VRRP brief. So it becomes a master. So ESW2 again becomes a backup thing, right? So now you are understanding what is the purpose of preemption. So now let us check from PC2. It will again go via 10.2. You are able to see, right? 10.2. Similarly, PC1. So 10.2. So this is the purpose of VRRP preemption feature. So in case of HSRP, I have to manually define the preempt command. So VRRP, it is by default, it is enabled. So when the master goes down, backup will take over the active role. So when this is restored again, this will again take over the master or the active role. So this is the how VRRP preemption works, and this is the way we can debug the VRRP preemption. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Thank you.